Fifth set will be played on Newkirk. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the orange Protoss, the super ace from SK Telecom T1. His name is Rain.
His opponent spawns in the bottom right-hand position of the map. Blue Zerg, playing for Samsung Khan. His name is Solar.
I kind of want to call him Solar Beam, and then I just think of Pokemon like Venusaur.
You know what's funny about me? I watch Pokemon in Korean, so sometimes I don't get the reference, which is kind of sad.
And then the names are so iconic, but yeah, they are different.
I mean, people started singing the Pokemon theme song, and I'm like, what are you guys singing?
I wanna be the very
I didn't know what it was when people started.
one ever was.
And I didn't know what it was the first time around, and everyone was looking at me. Did you not have a childhood? And I just said, no, I'm from Korea. We have a different song.
Ah. You're gonna have to sing that for me one day. Not on air. I'm not gonna make you go through that.
No. Can we not, please?
Not on air. It's not gonna be on air.
Thank God.
Not unless the viewers really want it and they like heavily request it. So you can always tweet at Supernova Maniac if you really want him to sing the Korean Pokemon song on air.
No. No. I'm not gonna do it.
Hey man, at least you know what? You gotta up the ante. Apollo and was it? Yeah, it was Artosis. They dressed up as Pikachu and Ash for DreamHack. So I mean, gotta keep the Pokemon theme running.
In StarCraft?
Yeah. There's a lot of similarities, man. They're both kind of strategy games in a way. You know, Pokemon's of course turn-based, but still strategy.
Rain opts to go for Nexus first, as he scouts his opponent going for the bull first.
He's gonna block that hatchery for as long as possible, just to annoy his opponent. You know.
So annoying as a Zerg player to actually get this denied a little bit. Some other Zerg players, they just ignore the probe at the natural and try to take a third base. Second base, excuse me, somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, that's true. And this probe wanted to place a pylon, but didn't buy enough time.
Yeah, actually, it was so close to buying it, and if a Protoss player buys enough time to put a pylon down, he did a fantastic job with the initial probe, denying the hatchery.
The key word being after the Forge and Nexus.
Yes. Usually, players go for the block if they went for the Forge first build, but if they go for the Nexus and then Forge and then the block after, the Protoss player is so far ahead at that point.
Sometimes Zergs will just be like, you know what, screw it, I'm all-inning you. If you get a pylon at your natural and third base, and you're just asking for the Zerg player to all-in you, but at the same time it does become very predictable.
Now, just listening to the Korean commentators over here with my good friend Kanata, he did say he was talking with Rain before the games began today, and you know, as a pro gamer, he says that even if you're a fantastic player, being the ace player for a team could be a huge burden, and you get nervous, especially towards the end of the season when you need to start winning a lot more games. But Rain did state that he is not nervous in those situations.
Oh, cool. Good to hear. Kanata, of course, the Korean commentator for Spo TV, and a former teammate of Rain. He used to be on SK Telecom T1 before going to the joining Air Force Ace and going to his mandatory military service that all Koreans must do in Korea, because technically they're still at war with North Korea.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
Also a good friend with both of us.
Yeah.
Now Rain, he's so great in this matchup. He is 8-3 PBC this season. His opponent Solar, he does have a win against Protoss, but his overall record right now is 2-5 in Pro League. In fact, in this matchup, he is 1-1, but he does have a PBC victory on this particular map. Also,
notice he's got the Magikarp face. Going back to Pokemon reference.
Magikarp.
Magikarp.
Hi, Haya.
Anyone
remember Haya?
Haya is a Brood War player that's he had a very similar face. Always had like that open mouth, like a mouth breather kind of face.
You know, I even see the similarity between Haya and MVP a few days ago.
Yeah, he also does that as well.
Yeah.
MVP's got a pretty cool smile though. That Stargate about the finisher, that will be Rain's choice of tech early on here, and we'll have to see what he wants to transition into afterward. Well, we've seen Protoss players against Zerg earlier today go for the early Twilight Council and do some type of all-ins, but Rain, his style is much more just play safe, get to the late game, and win there because that's where his strength lies.
Well, I wouldn't say Parting was going for the all-in as he was just getting a Twilight Council around the normal time, trying to get the charge out with the charge loss and Void Rays against his opponent, or even getting some Blink Stalkers against it, but it just didn't work out as his opponent went for a strong timing push before Parting got those units out. Stork did go for really early Blink Stalkers, it just didn't work out as S2 had enough Hydras to defend against it.
We do see a Robo from Rain, so that's not going to be the case here. He's not going to go for a weird, funky build like that.
Just opting to play standard.
I do like the new builds, man. It's always interesting because if you have a build that's that good, it can change the metagame and force and even upset the balance a little bit until players figure out how to deal with the new style.
So Rain is just going to go up to around 5 Phoenixes, harass around the map, pick up as many Overlords as possible while also getting a full scout inside the main base.
Ooh, these Overlords are going to actually get picked off, I think, by these Phoenix over here.
Yeah, he could definitely get picked off right now. Two up the... never mind. Lucky Overlords.
These Solar, I guess, he just knows, man. Oh, the Phoenix are probably like, where are the Overlords? I don't see them anywhere. But we do have Robotics Bay being built by Rain. He's going to be able to pick off this Queen Vera from the looks of things. We don't have really any Spore Crawlers that I can see that are being constructed by Solar.
Yeah, actually those drones are getting picked off over here. There's only one Spore Crawler, and that's the trade you get for only going one Spore Crawler instead of 2.
It's a calculated risk if you only get one because, you know, the Protoss player could follow this with an all-in, and investing in the 6 Spore Crawlers, that's 6 drones, they're 75 apiece, so, you know, it starts to stack up.
Now, we did have 2 Overseer on the right top corner, and that was so early, and I don't think these are going to be used for scouting. In fact, I think he's going to use Contamination on some Robo or Stargate behind this.
Yeah, he could. And
yeah, he actually has a lot.
Really
yeah, he actually has a lot of mana saved up.
All right, the Phoenix just got this 4th base. Rain needs to go ahead and take his 3rd here. He can't delay that much longer. And yeah, this is a specific strategy from Solar here, and I really like that he's going for something weird, and this is exactly what I was talking about. If you want to, beat your opponent, you have to throw him off in some way. This could be the way he does that.
Yeah, I think he actually studied Nesty's play, where he actually did this similar build against a Terran player on Aquiline Waste, and this might be really annoying, especially if Zola can find where the Robotics is and start putting Contamination on there constantly before the Colossus comes out.
All right, Overseers are moving out now. The problem is, I don't think this strategy is going to last very long because the Phoenix are going to simply chase down the Overseers and kill them off. I don't believe we have speed on the Overlords yet.
Yeah, well, there's one Colossus. Second Colossus is coming out, but the timing is going to be perfect, contaminating the Robo just to delay the second Colossus from coming out, and also being very smart, only sending one Overseer instead of sending everything. And this is going to be a timing attack behind this. Yes, just delaying the units from Robo just to make sure that the Hydras and Roaches can do a maximum amount of damage. Nice contamination on the Robo. This is something that he needs right now.
All right, the Hydras are going to move in now. There's only one Colossus in the army mix here. Rain is going to need the Chrono out. A lot of units here in order to hold off this attack. He does have the Mothership Core, but he's got to know that something is up.
He needs to contaminate once again on the Robo, and the Overseer is there perfectly.
And it's moving across the map. We have a potential attack here from...
Where are the Roaches? There were 24 Roaches building, and here it comes.
All right, the second Overseer comes in. It's going to contaminate. No second Colossus against this attack. That second Colossus is absolutely crucial here. The +1 attack does finish for our Protoss player, but that is a lot of Zerg army on the map.
Yeah, and that's only Zealots over there. Zealots are not great against Roaches and Hydras over there.
The 3rd Contaminate is about to hit as well. That's going to really delay the second Colossus. And Rain, he's doing a good job. The force fields are amazing. Lots of units getting lifted up as well, but the Colossus cannot fall. It's so low, and it does end up falling. And Solar, he is overpowering Rain. It looks like he's going to be able to take out this 3rd Nexus.
And if the Colossus pops up trying to defend against the Hydras and Roaches, but no sentries to support this army whatsoever as the 3rd Nexus gets taken out.
Solar up to 190 supply, only 92 for Rain. He has no backbone to this army. It's simply a Colossus, a handful of Stalkers. The build, it worked, man. It completely worked.
If he saw the 2 Overlords 5 minutes ago,
GG!
If he only spotted those 2 Overlords with a single Phoenix, this wouldn't have worked out.
Wow! What a sick build, dude. That was one of the sickest ZVP builds and timings I've ever seen. A little bit of luck involved, but he made it work. And Sola, he is so energized after that one. He's just looking at it. I can't believe the build worked.
Well,
how did my Overlords not get scouted?
For a long time, I was thinking maybe he could go for Contamination. Nah, not going to happen against Rain. Well, maybe he could do so, especially since the Robo is at the natural. And it worked out for Solar as he takes out Rain from SK Telecom T1.
All right, so the score 2-3. Now Samsung in a lead once again. The next match is going to be Bisu versus Zhongmi, a PvP. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back after this commercial break.